Hi, I'm Lisa, and I'm here with Amber today to talk to you about our book, Driven to Be Free from Food Addictions and Eating Disorders. I'll also be putting up some before and after pictures on this one. We're just going to talk to you today about our introduction and about the book. How are you doing, Amber?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. You want to talk about your motivation and your experience in writing the book?
Well, I guess it started at a young age. I had a lot of breathing problems, a lot of health problems, and I was on different medications, and the doctors would always talk about, these medications can cause you to gain weight, these medications can cause this. And so I became oversensitive around eating, and so I would refuse to eat most of the time and developed an eating disorder at a young age. Then later on in life, I guess I, through different things that happened, different traumas, different emotional things, I later started overeating, and I weighed 210 pounds when I started to recognize something isn't right, using food as a way to deal with emotions. And so I went from, barely being 100 pounds and then later on being 210 pounds. So there was a big difference between those two things. And so it's kind of been a roller coaster. But after, spending time with God, spending time in his presence and just letting him just minister to me, I was able to become free from a lot of bondage, a lot of things that were going on, a lot of things from my past, forgiveness, different things that I needed to walk through, and learned healthy ways to deal with some of those stress, the things that I was using to stress eat. And I think that was kind of my motivation, is how many people do we know, how many people that we don't know that are doing the same type of things, that can't get a control on their weight. I had tried all kinds of different diets. I had been on diet pills. I went to the diet doctor, received shots. I was working out, all these things that I was doing, and none of them seemed to be beneficial. Didn't look no different. I didn't feel any different. And so I really just finally have it to the Lord and say, I need help in this area. There's something that's not lining up. And man, did he come in and help me.
Yes, he did. Well, we paired up. We go on an annual beach retreat every year with our church. Here's a picture of what a year makes. There's 2018 to 2019. I had a real hard time just navigating, getting it around. I think the year before this, you were pretty thin. All of your weight kind of came after you talk about after your mom passed away and all of the emotions from that. And I
Very
have
true.
just been fat for a lot of years. So, but I would lose weight and gain it, lose weight and gain it. There's a lot of diet plans that work. They just do. But staying on them or being consistent and losing the weight, not gaining it back, that's the thing. So what we're offering is not a diet plan. It is a way for you to get healthy and whole that allows you to be healthy. And Amber always says, our goal is to be healthy, not necessarily to just lose weight. But if you do get healthy, you will lose the weight or maintain, right?
Amen. That's truth.
Well, some of the chapters that we have in the book, well, I'll first say our goal when we sat down was to be clear, concise. We could write a 300-page novel. We both have the gift of gab. We decided to make something clear and concise. So some of the chapters only have one page. Our friend Debbie will love that because she always knows how many pages are in each chapter of a book she's reading. But some of them have one page, maybe up to 6 pages of a chapter. And then there is a worksheet right after that chapter. And as we're doing these videos, we're going to make some of these worksheets available to you. You don't have to buy our book to know all of the secrets. We want you to know how to be consistent, how to be set free. The book is just a good resource, and it supports the work that we're doing. But here's some things. Moving into victory, using the fruit of the Spirit to be consistent. It's called fruit inspection, or fruit is the remedy. Why didn't I? And we help you to examine some of the reasons that you aren't healthy. Twisted thinking when it comes to eating disorders or just emotional issues. There can be some twisted thinking, and we help you to identify those, and also through prayer, through scripture, through committing to the Lord, connecting to Him. One thing you'll do in this, going through this book, is you'll learn how to hear from God.
Amen.
Amber sees people, huh?
It's such a blessing too.
It is. And when we minister to people, we want to work ourselves out of a job. We basically are connecting people to the voice of God. And sometimes the lies that are underlying keep people from hearing God. You know, when I first started this, I actually had some preconceived ideas about God that kept me from being victorious. And some other people do that, whether it is that He doesn't care or that He doesn't heal, and all of these things that just aren't true. If you believe that He doesn't, then you're not going to ask Him or expect that He will.
That's true.
And then we're going to talk about evicting the weevils in our orchard. A lot of this has to do with fruit. We're going to talk about inner vows, how to break those down, generational issues. We're going to talk about choosing a structure or a plan. This is not a diet. Amber and I have lost weight pretty much the same way, but our friend Debbie, she lost 70 pounds on Weight Watchers. We know a man named Rick that's lost over 100 pounds, and he is a coach in one of the programs that he does. There's just a lot of different ways. Of course, I think my way is the best because I understand that way and it's worked for me. So when you talk to people about their diet, they're pretty passionate about that.
Right.
But in here we talk about seeking the Lord on what to do. Now, once you get through this book, it's just going to be a whole lot easier to stay on a diet. Don't you think?
Yes, I think the book, we tell you a little bit of our story and what we use, but we don't give you a diet plan saying, oh, low carbs, this, do this, because that is not what this is about. It is a health goals, and we want the Lord to download into you what you need to do to be successful. We can't tell you, because this is about a relationship with the Lord and a walk with Him and being able to communicate with Him and get all the garbage and the trash out of the way so that the Lord can really begin to minister to your heart and kind of help you to be successful in whatever you choose. It doesn't have to be a particular way.
Yeah, that's true. And I'm going to pull up one picture here if I can, Amber, because I want to give a testimony. Just we're not going to keep this really long, but I did not want to be 300 pounds, but I could not help but be 300 pounds. I don't know how to explain that enough. But here is just a picture of a before and after, I think. Well, this is me now. But this is me on stage with Kirsty designed our cover. And I don't know, I was probably like 292 right here. And here I'm at, I don't remember what I was when I took this. It's been a couple months ago, size 14, so size 24 to 14. But I love driven.
That picture.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
You know what shopping was like at 300 pounds? It was probably the same for you at 200 pounds. I mean, I'm pretty much I'm under 200, but I'm pretty much close to where you were at your highest, and I'm a lot shorter than you are. But shopping there wasn't a lot of things that I could wear, but it's just frustrating. When I walked into that room with a size 4, I didn't think it would fit. I still do that. I think a 24 is not going to fit or will fit faster than a 14, but it's just so incredible, this journey. But I didn't think, one of the things that kept me from getting started was it just was going to take too long to get 100 pounds off.
Right.
And I didn't know how, and I couldn't stop. And so I went into prayer and I'm like, God, I know that you are my healer. I don't know how to stop this. And He revealed to me, I'm not saying everybody obese has this. Everybody has their own walk. For me, I was addicted to sugar. And I was influenced by a spirit of gluttony, and I did not know how to help myself. But Jesus showed up on the scene. And about this same time, Amber is walking through the loss of her mother. She's walking through the highest weight she's ever been. Still has maybe some of those same thinking issues with the eating disorder. And God happened to put us together with other women and some men in our church. And it was as if he just unleashed some truth on us of
Amen.
how to get free, how to stay free. And we're not the only ones. You're going to be hearing testimonies from some of our friends and people that have walked with us that it's been almost 2 years. We're not gaining the weight back. We're still losing. We're still being healthy. Is it always easy? Do we sometimes want to revert back? We sometimes do, but we have
Yes.
some things in place to keep us going. I have bounced up and down as much as 12 pounds. But the thing is, before I would have went 12 pounds, forget it. Let me have a box of
I'm
cookies.
done.
Yeah, I'm
But
done.
I think that's what's been so wonderful in this process is that what a wonderful time that was for us to all, looking back 2 years ago where we started supporting one another and relationships grew. We had a great support system. We were there to encourage each other. The Lord was speaking to us. Things were happening in our life. So, I mean, it was just a fabulous time. And I think that's what this book's about. It is growing in your relationship with God. It is getting people that will join you in this journey, people that are going to be there to support you. I mean, you don't want to be on a diet or working on your health goals and have that friend that'll be like, oh, one bite's not going to kill you, just and trying to push stuff in your way. You need to have, I don't cheat. Gosh, that's a declaration. I love it. I love that shirt. And when I wear it, I'm like, thank you, Lord, for this reminder. So, but I think that is what is so amazing about this book. And that's what the journey that we want for each person that is driven to be free and increase their walk with the Lord and grow in the Lord. And in the meantime, get healthy and see their lives dramatically changed.
That's right.
So I have a question for you, Miss Piper.
Mm-hmm.
Are you driven to be free?
I'm driven to be free. Are you, Amber?
I am. I'm ready. Yes. Thank you, Lord.
All right. Next up, we will do chapter 1.
Bye.